The Market Theatre continues to tickle the curiosity of South African audiences with its distinctive voice in the curation of its artistic programming in 2022. The theatre has recently announced a community play, SIFU The Cage, as the winner of this year's Zwakala Festival. The production is set to premiere from the 18th to the 30th of January this year at the Barney Simon Theatre. And to tell us all about this, we are now joined via Zoom by its writer, Bopaki Sebapu, and director Lihle Nene. A very good morning to you two. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to Morning Live.
Morning to you.
Good morning, my brother.
Well, it's good to have you gentlemen on the show this morning. Bopaki, I'm going to start with you, Bopaki. Tell us more about what the play SIFU is all about and the inspiration behind writing it.
Yes, thanks for the opportunity. It's a very privilege to be here, especially from coming to the community of Soshanguve. Yes, my name is Bopaki Sebapu. I'm from Soshanguve, though originally I'm the Limpopian.
Okay.
Yes, the play tackles the societal stories or issues that the people in our communities, they dwell too much on issues that they delay their progress in life, and then it affects them instead of focusing on their future. So especially those who struggle by or experiencing to live with single parents.
Okay. Lihle, let me also bring you into this conversation. Tell us more about SIFU being announced as the 2021 Zwakala Festival winner, and what this means about the quality of this production.
Morning again, my brother and the viewers at home. For me, I feel like the show itself and the content of the work is relevant to the society, you know.
Okay.
We've been developing the work over a few years, and then I felt like it needed some chance, because the issues that are covered there, they are relevant for the youth, especially to hear, and also for the theatre at large. The manner in which the show is developed or constructed should be given a chance, and also so that to shape our coming theatre practice moving forward. I felt like the practices and the style was more on the academic, spaces, was known on the academic platforms. But for us, in where we are now as a society, I felt like it is important for the society to be exposed to such kind of theatre styles, and for the work especially. I think it's a great platform for us to present this, especially with the notion that I'm talking about, the work being exposed to the society beyond what we know of being realism and all that, and all other styles that have been relevant.
Okay, fair enough. Now, Bopaki, SIFU will premiere this week. Tell us more about how the preparations are going and what the audiences can expect.
Oh, so far so good, and then the atmosphere is electrifying, and even the team, I mean the crew, the lighting team, starting from lighting team, the costume designers, set designers, everything is gelling well. So people must expect a thrilling masterpiece of a physical theatre, which is something that it will grab your attention. Believe me, you won't move once you see even a single scene of this piece. This is a platform for this kind of shows to be seen by many.
Now, Lihle, do unpack for us, if you can, some of the cast members and the crew that are featured on this production, and what each will bring to this production.
Especially from the casting, the energy that the production, the cast has, and their body, the capabilities to grasp and also to execute on the given. It's not a safe story in terms of staging, The manner in which the story is constructed, created, it needs certain people who can, not everyone can execute, because now when we talk about physical theater, we talk about eat the embodied movement, you know. So it's an acting, but the body is fully employed in depicting those emotional journeys and psychological journeys of actors. So having these cast members, I think they are very appropriate to execute the style and the energy and also the attitude that they bring to the work. I think we are cooking something that the society is ready to see, and the effort that they've given to the craft itself is amazing. Yeah.
Now, Bopaki, the play centers on the characters of Masenya and Magauta and some of the unfortunate events that follow them. Tell us more about these two characters.
Okay, yeah, you're right. The story unfolds through Masenya, who is the protagonist, main character of the play. Is the journey of the gardener who meet Magauta when he navigates in the life as he's taking his life to succeed by, his goal of getting a driver's license. So unfortunately, things didn't go according to his wishes, and then he ends up being caged in unconsciously so.
Okay. And Lihle, do you want to talk to us about some of the core themes that you touch on and aim to highlight through this play?
Yeah, man. You see, the major theme that comes here, you know, you'll see with the show itself. The major theme that we talk about here, we talk about the idea of limits that the society brings to us in general, you know, how the society influences us, and those influences that the society brings, you know, they become the cage to us moving forward. Hence, in the story, you get this protagonist who's traveling the journey and is captured in this family, you know, which is where there's a father here, and this father is the focal point of the story because the story revolves around. So the theme of these limitations being the cage, which is a central theme that you're exploring around. We feel that, you know, the society, in most cases, you know, tell us that this, you know, just to quickly sum up what I'm talking about, you see, in where I come from the Zulu background, you know, men or male figures in society are not given enough chance to be vocal about what might be troubling them, you know. Because of those limitations, then there are sayings that will go and say, Indoda Aikali, which is purely, I understand the notion behind, and then it has positive impact. But on the other hand, when we look at that, we also question to say, but to what extent is a man able to be vocal about those issues? So that is just one of the example I'm sampling. There are a lot of things that cages us so that we end up, you see, let me just quickly go to this one. When you look at the girl child when they grow up, you know, there are different initiation ceremonies that are made sort of to develop the girl child, you know. So there is Mhlonyane in our Zulu background, and there's also Umemulo, you know, which is made to welcome the woman at an adulthood level, you know. But for a boy child, what do we have as a society to develop? Because if we develop one another, we don't get to develop the other gender. So it makes it complex for the society. So I'm dwelling on this theme because it's a major theme that we highlight. There are a lot of themes that as love and gender-based violence that are also here. But the manner in which we tell gender-based violence, whereby Masenya is captured in this, is pushed beyond his limits, you know, he's been taken advantage of. But at the end of the story, we get to see the love affirmation that comes there. So the manner in which we depict this, because then he ends up falling in love. So there are a lot of things that are here.
Well said, Lihle. I'm actually in awe. This is an absolute must-watch. Now, Bopaki, just briefly, give us more details when it comes to the dates, the times, and the ticket prices, and for those that are interested in coming through to watch this production.
Oh, thanks for that. The tickets are you can find them at the web ticket or at Mr. Anthony Azioke on this number 083-246-4950 or maybe Anthony Azioke at markettheatre.co.za. The tickets are 60 rand.
Okay, gentlemen, great chatting to you. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
My brother, thank you so much for having us, and thank you so much to the viewers at home for paying attention to what we're sharing today.
Indeed, it's an absolute pleasure. Thank you.
Okay.
That was writer Bopaki Sebapu and director Lihle Nene. We've been speaking to them about their new play that won this year's Market Theatre's Zwakala Festival called SIFU.